Good morning, good morning. Sorry, just playing, trying not to be blocking the mic. I need to get one of those fancy mics. We're improving, and this is the thing, one step better every day. One big step forward every day. That's how I try to do it, and it works some days. Some days if you're working all day, I just count that as a big step forward for money. It's still a big step forward. And sorry, I'm trying not to jostle, but that's not working very good. So anyway, the big step forward today, I got up really early, and that's what this video is about. It's about Susie having a good time. That's what it's about. Actually, it's about getting ready for being able to get up early, really early in the morning. Now, this isn't gonna really be, it is something actually that you can use if you can adjust your bedtime, even if you're working and having to work all day and maintain your energy. If you have any time off, you might be able to adjust your sleep schedule on a weekend. But certainly if you have holidays, make it your thing to adjust your sleep pattern and make it so that you go to bed earlier, no phone, or get disciplined enough that you can take whatever time you're into bed with enough time to do. You can go to bed an hour early and watch your phone for an hour, go for it. Susie, I keep missing you. I just hear him in the back. He's just having a ball. He's having a ball today in the snow because it's nice and soft and tacky today. We had some crazy weather today, so that's why I didn't get out here. It was absolutely stunningly beautiful, but it was so cold that I couldn't take video. Anyway, if you've got a couple of weeks or a week holidays coming up, it's going to be Christmas holidays pretty soon, New Year's. Try to adjust your schedule somehow so you go to bed early. If you can't put down the phone, I personally love watching especially YouTube shorts. And I guess I'm really, it's nice. I've got rid of all the doom scrolling. Most of it anyway, the odd thing pops up, and most of it's pretty good. Like cute animals and stuff. And I enjoy it. So I make sure I go to bed about 15 minutes earlier so I can do that, and I'm getting much better. Being disciplined about putting the phone down, not perfect. I can do better. It's something I'm working on. James, where are you going? Where are you going? But that's the key, because then you can get up earlier. And that is the other key. You get up really early, and then you're tired by bedtime as well. And that's why it's good to do this when you have days at home, because then you can kind of schlump through the day and be tired. Be prepared. You're going to be a little tired for the first little bit until you can adjust. And then after that, it'll get better. And pretty soon, like this morning, basically this is something, and this is another tool you can use. This is something that happened to me yesterday, because it'll happen. Especially if you're going to bed early. I find I go to bed early, I'm exhausted, fall asleep, and then I'm wide awake at say 2:30, 3:30. I just can't get back to sleep. And especially if I'm not, we're not walking. We're not white dogs walking. We're one white dog rolling and two white dogs walking. This is where it's handy if you don't have to work. You can play a little bit. So if you absolutely can't get back to sleep, and I saw this on a sleep expert, I can't remember the channel. I'll find it because I know which one it is. Anyway, she was talking, she just said get up. And I fully agree, because I got my dishes done, which really saved me a lot of time this morning. And when I got home, it wasn't just because I'd been working a lot and hadn't kept up with them for a day or two. So and I'm at the point now that it bothers me. It's on my list, and I like to have my dishes done. Still working on trying to clear my counter. And just for a quick side note, also on home decorating, you're supposed to choose one hero in your room, and that is the thing that makes it pop. And for my kitchen, it's my countertop. I was really lucky when we made the kitchen that I have a pine epoxy countertop and pine cupboards. They kind of need to be cleaned up, but the countertop is really fantastic. And really, it's one of those things you didn't know what you had until you looked at it again. I'm having an issue here with this garden branch. I get it's like heavy drama I got to get Zeus and Bowsy through. But smacking them in the face with it, especially since Zeus can't even see. But he's really not concerned at the moment. All right, come on, Bowsy, you come through so I can let this thing go. But also, I can't walk. Okay, come on. Zeus won't walk unless I'm walking. Okay, Bowser, let's go. Come on. You're interrupting the video. He won't go because he has another story too. See, it's like action-packed around here. Okay, Bowser, I gotta let this go. We'll try to make it not as action-packed as we can. I'm sorry, Bowser. I tried my best. He was a working sled dog, which you may already know. So he's a little bit nervous and stuff, but he has his place. He was at the back. So it's hard to get him to move from anywhere because that's his place. He usually follows us, and he can even walk backwards. And he's the only one of all of them that can do that. And he will run in the bush and that, but if we're walking, he almost never goes in the front. Like Lily, who never learned her place. So she goes in the front. And yeah, you hear about how the leader goes in the back, or the protector, like with wolves. Well, he is the protector of the dogs. He's the biggest teddy bear you ever met, but if there's somebody, he doesn't usually bark, but when he does, I would not come near him. I'd be fooled for sure. So anyway, getting up early, like this morning and this weekend. So what happened was, Saturday night, could not sleep. Woke up about 2:30, laid there trying to get back to sleep till 3:30. Wasn't working, so I just said, you know what, I'm just gonna get up. And I had to be at work or leave for work at 8. But I can just do what I need to do and then go back and have a nap for an hour. Of course, that doesn't happen. I only get back for half an hour of kind of sporadic light sleep. So I was really, really tired at work for the day. So unless you have a job, you can take a chance on that. You might not want to try it, but again, that's where doing this when you have your days off, though, it works. Because then when you hit the wall, you can just go grab a nap. Now, I'm speaking for myself. This has always worked okay for me. Some people aren't nappers. And if you're not, then be prepared then just to have a tired day or a slow day. If it gets you onto your sleeping pattern, then just go ahead and do it that way. Or putter. My favorite thing to do when I'm having a day like that is just then have a permission day to just putter on whatever I want. So I'm making progress on these little nagging things that I never seem to have time for. And so I feel pretty good, and they do add up. They do add up. So this morning, what happened then? So last night when I got to bed, I was absolutely exhausted. Went to bed early, slept through the night. I think I woke up a couple times, but I was tired enough that I just made myself go back to sleep. And you can talk yourself down. If you need to get up or want to get up, you can just say, go back to sleep. Or no phone, go back to sleep. Talk to yourself like an adult. And a lot of times it actually will work for me. And the sleep quality is 100 times better when you wake up through the night and have not been having YouTube or something yapping in your ear. The next best thing is music or meditation, noises like nature or something. If you find something that you like, some I find annoying and some are great. Or those golden bowls, those are really nice too. And so this morning I just naturally woke up, and I've tricked myself using the time change trick that I have a video about. Basically, woke up, my clock said 6, and I got up, probably did the math somehow, but since I'm not too bright, especially in the morning, I somehow, by the time I got downstairs and working, because I just jump right in, I have stuff to do with the animals and that, I used to take a half an hour to have my coffee and journal or read or knit. For years I did that. And now don't really have that luxury. I'd like to do that again, but I save that kind of thing. I haven't even journaled for ages, I must say. I'm too busy doing, but if you need to journal or want to, I think it's best or really great to be able to keep a record, like a one-line journal of things you do in that day. And I really want to do that just because sometimes you want to know when something happened. You can't remember, and it's really handy. And sometimes it's really nice to look back. Like, oh my God, that wasn't like that. This, wasn't always this way. And it's very inspiring and feels great. And it's a super dopamine hit. You could call it your dopamine journal. I might actually steal that idea, do it today. And anyway, so I got up, started working. Got the clock thinking it's like 6:30. And it was only 5:45. And I'm like, yeah, mega dopamine hit for me this morning. So I'm like, oh my God. And I got so much done. I got so much done this morning. I washed the floor, vacuumed, because I was a little behind because I had been working a lot. And between doing all the chores, it was supposed to be cold. One of the ducks was sick. I had to shovel my enclosure because we also had about 4 feet of snow in the last week. And I forgot to do it. And I remember in the morning before I go to work. So I had to do that before I went. I was exhausted and very busy. So I was a bit behind. So I got I vacuumed the floor, swept the floor. I moved the wood because I had to get some new stuff in today. So I knew I'd have to move the dry. So, long story short, I'm so bad at taking before and afters. I really wish I'd taken a before. But anyway, the after is basically I've been able to revolutionize my wood system and open up the room where the dogs are. They're going to like it a lot better. And it opens up the entire room, which brings me to my other, we're going to go this way right now, Niche. My other room hero for the dog room is the windows. It's almost like a panoramic view because I got 6 big windows. It was originally going to be a closed-in deck. And I'm so thankful for that room every single day of my life. I love it. And it opens the room right up. And maybe I'll go through and show you, but not right now since I'm outside, obviously. Just what I was able to do, and I had it all done like before 7 o'clock. Went out and did the ducks and stuff. We went for a walk. I washed the floors, the kitchen and that room, which is a major thing around here because they get pretty dirty, if you can imagine. And here I am walking the dogs. It's about 8:30. I feel so good, and like my whole life is revolutionized. Again, that's what I love to do. The double taps, triple taps, or like sometimes you can do things that will just change your whole life. And it's obvious stuff that doesn't even cost anything. It's just a matter of using something you already have in a different way, or getting something that you need, like walking these dogs. Man, this used to be one hell of a stressful event. I had 5 dogs. I didn't have Zelda. I had Zoe, who passed away a week after I got Zelda. But I was walking them all individually. I didn't think that I could walk them all together. And I got this little dog that I was trying to rescue. And she was at my house sometimes. So I'd have to bring her with these guys because she'd get very upset if she was left. And also she's little, so I thought I could manage it. It worked out so well that I'd have to try it. It was the best gift. Come on up. Over, Zeusy. Good boy. It was, I'll try it. So I got this leash. It cost me $30. And before, the whole time I'd be taking the other ones would be at the house, howling and barking and anxious because they wanted to go. And so I would be rushing and like literally running. And also it took so much more time. It's probably in a lot better shape, but the stress of it was horrific for all of us. And now like we get to just go out and enjoy it. It's awesome. And that, like, to me, was almost my number one hack, I guess you call it, that revolutionized my life. Now, 15 minutes, I could take all of them out. That just wasn't even possible before at all. So anyway, that's what I think this room change is going to be. And that literally was all possible because I got up early. Hoping I could catch Lily's little jog she does, but she would have to stop as soon as I say it because that's the rule. Anyway, so if you can, adjust your time. You get up and go to bed, so you can get up, like, for me, like, I'm talking really early. Well, for me, it's really early, like 4:35 is okay. You can get up between 4:30 5:30. Even if you can, like, do whatever works. Even if you have to adjust it back, in the winter is the greatest time because the time is already adjusted so that you can, if you can maintain your sleep schedule, that's the trick. You can get up an hour earlier in the morning. Of course, it depends if you're a morning or evening person. If you're a night person, then the other way works. Stay up an hour later, but be productive, and then sleep in an hour in the morning. It's totally up to you. I'm a morning person, so, like, I get a dopamine hit just merely by getting out of bed at 5 o'clock. I'm like, yeah, and then just that hour that you get, that extra hour, even 2, that is all yours. You don't have to rush. You don't have anybody bothering you. You don't feel like you're behind. Because I have that anxiety that I'm still trying to get rid of by getting things off of my 1,000 to-do list. I'm always feeling like I need to rush and that there's something else that I have to do, and there usually is the problem. Even when I put it out of my head, there is other things that are important that are going to the wayside, and it's a sad fact. So I am so behind on things, but I've been at this for 2 years now. I've been at this my whole life, but I've been, like, concentrating on really going at it to improve things, and I've had to, because I've had all these guys, like, you simply can't function and have to work and maintain a house, and using your old ways. You got to give up a lot of leisure, that's for sure, and a lot of bad habits if you're even going to function at all. And I have made a pledge to these guys. I have to look after them. You can't do it by not doing things the right way. I'm being very disciplined, which is hard for me because I just generally don't have a lot of self-discipline, or didn't. I used to, if it worked for me. I used to be good at working out, looking after my health, but I didn't have a lot of other things to look after, at least for a few years, until I got these guys. I was working, but that even was on a half-ass schedule, so I could do it. And the kids were all, like, in college or out of the house and all that, so it was quite freeing there for a while. And then so I immediately decided I need to tie myself down again. It's good though. It's fine. It's fine. It'll be fine. And so yeah, do what you can to get that extra hour, either at night or in the morning. It's gold. It is pure gold. It'll change your life. You will not only feel better doing it, and you'll sleep better once you've made the progression, and the quality time of the day, and your health and all of that is going to be so much better just in itself. And the dopamine hit you'll be getting regularly, it's an amazing thing. So do what you can, and that's what I wanted to tell you about today. Over and out.